Minaj for questioning.
Thank you, Chairman and ranking members. You know, I'm not surprised that my Republican colleagues here, including one who has so candidly and callously posted racist tweets about Haitian immigrants, are calling up yet another witness with no credibility on the hearing topic, who believe in conspiracy theories, write about it, and promote lies, alt-right extremist ideologies, to be here. On your X account, Mr. Corral, formerly Twitter, you asked, what is treason? Well, let me answer for you. This right here, this is treason. In one of your tweets, you claim violent January 6 rioters who destroyed public property and attempted to stop a democratic transition of power as political prisoners. I find it to be shameful that a former law enforcement agent would defend a mob who beat law enforcement officers protecting this very building. In another post, you write, mass deportations will be swift, but they will be deadly. Actually, I agree with you on that. They will be deadly. So I find it unforgivable that you, Trump, and Republican members of this committee would even advocate for it. In another post, you say we should destroy the federal government and that the federal government is the enemy. I find that odd considering you were once a federal employee and you've been begging to come back into the incoming Trump administration for a new job. Lastly, you posted that the federal government is the epicenter of pedophilia, an outright falsehood with perhaps the exception of Trump's stellar attorney general pick. I have no questions for you. No one serious about our role here should be asking you questions. Your misleading statements are counterproductive. And this committee tomorrow is supposed to be having, although I'm hearing we may not have, a committee hearing on worldwide threats. To me and so many others, the fear-mongering, the racist invasion rhetoric that you and extremist Republicans spread, in my opinion, is probably the truest threat to our homeland. So, Ms. Laren, I want to ask you a question. And first, let me start by saying, more than 4,000 children were forcibly separated from their parents under Trump's family separation policy, including infants who were literally removed from their mother's arms. Because of that administration's cruelty and incompetence, more than 1,400 of these children still have not been reunited with their parents, more than 6 years later. They may never be reunited with their parents. Trump has said that he will do it again. He will deport and separate families. Ms. Laren, can you tell us why it's been so difficult to reunite children separated under President Trump?
You know, there are several reasons. First, there was no planning before the separation policy was put in place. So DHS and ORR didn't have an opportunity to put procedures in place to track the children. There was no database that both agencies could access and share to track the whereabouts of the children. And in HHS's database, ORR's database, there was no field to indicate even whether the child had been separated from a parent. So it became a very labor-intensive paper process to reunite children with their family members that has taken many years and, as you say, is ongoing.
Do you think that particularly the babies, the toddlers, the one-year-olds who were ripped away from their families will ever be reunited?
They were particularly difficult to reunite because they could not advocate for themselves.
Yeah, thank you. Look, folks, you have the trifecta. You'll have an opportunity to pass solutions. We want to address the issues, and look, I'm the first to tell you, I don't want to hear about one woman being raped crossing that border. My mother experienced it while pregnant with me, crossing that border. So let me tell you something. If you decide that you are going to be the party that's going to bring solutions and create the legal pathway so no child is kidnapped, raped, or no woman is, then I look forward to working with you on that. But if all we're going to continue to do in this committee is bring people here who continue to dehumanize children and families who are risking everything because they have lost everything crossing that border, but I'm going to continue to push back and fight back because I actually understand what's happening in these countries. I have visited these countries. I want to get to the root cause of migration. I want to get to solutions. You've been talking about policy solutions.
Gentlelady,
You're going to have the
time has
opportunity to
expired.
do it.